Okay, guys, we just finished reviewing how to solve simple equations using plus or minus. So now we are going to solve simple equations using multiplication and division. So remember the opposite or inverse of multiplication is division. We're not going to be necessarily using these symbols anymore. We're not going to be using an X or a star for multiplication, and we're not going to be using this symbol for division. We can use a dot and a fraction. That looks like minus, so I'm going to put maybe I'll make like a 1/3 and put an arrow there and say fraction bar. So that means division. So that's what we'll be using. So they are inverses. If I were to times by 5 and then divide by 5, I get a 1. So it undoes it. Multiplication undoes division. Division undoes multiplication. All right. So here we go with our first example. We're going to do x over 7 equals 13. All right. I'm going to go ahead and make my little train track. Notice that you want to work on the side that has this variable. We don't care about this side right now. We want to solve for this x. Well, this says x over 7, I said before. Well, it's x divided by 7. That fraction bar means divided by. So if we have x divided by 7, we know we need to do the opposite. We need to multiply both sides by that 7. When I do that, multiplying by 7 and dividing by 7 gives me a 1, and I don't need a 1, so I can just cancel them out. They undo each other. And I will bring down my x equals 13 times 7. You can use your calculator. I happen to know it's 91. We solved for x. We know the solution. It's isolated. I'll highlight my answer. Nicely done. All right. Next example. We have 5x equals 15. Notice when we have the 5x, that means 5 times x. There is no dot, there is no asterisk or star, there's no parentheses. When you have 5 next to a variable, this just means 5 times x. Well, the opposite of multiplication is division. So we're going to divide each side by 5. We know that 5 divided by 5 is 1. We don't need a 1 sitting next to our x. It won't change the value of x. So we're going to write x equals 15 divided by 5 is 3. You solved for x, isolated it, done and done.